Good morning out there. Coming to you this morning on this Saturday to say hello. Hope you're doing well out there. I know there's still so much weighing on our minds, weighing on our hearts, right? A lot to be stressed and anxious about potentially. So sending you all so much love wherever you're at within that spectrum. And I've really been thinking about how can we really tap into whatever power we do have, and if we can move from misery to feeling more magical. I'm curious about this. So wanted to talk a little bit about what I'm offering to you, which is new, because this year I've been doing a lot to talk to you about the perspectives and even the psychology that I see can help with going through what we've all been going through this year. And I love to share that that's part of what things like yoga deal with, are things like our psychology and our perspectives. So I've been doing a lot of talking to you, making videos for you, doing conversation series with people that I love to learn from and be inspired by. But I'm ready to, as we finish up this year, realizing that things are intense still, and we're getting ready to move into a new year. So I'm really wanting to share more about the actual practice parts of what I use that really helps me each day, what I share with others that I get to work with and help with, whether we're wanting to take care of our mental health, our physical health, our emotional health, and just find ways to feel more in balance, more inspired, more in our power, right now especially. So I've got some things I'm brewing up that I just want to make sure you know about, some online offerings that I'm a part of and sharing to help you fill up your well of practices, tune up some of what you're doing each day to take care of you, take care of your mind, take care of your body, and take care of your spiritual feelings of connection. We could say take care of your soul, all things to help you just reconnect. I really want to help us all focus on that more, especially as we move into this new year. And if there's anything that we can have a power over, even as things still feel so uncertain on a collective level, right? Interesting to at least play with the power that we do have personally in what we can be doing to take care of ourselves so that we can be at our best to most creatively respond, right? To be in that place of compassion and kindness and, actually creating more of what's next in a way that feels powerful, right? And even magical for all of us. So sharing more about these practices. Tomorrow I get to be part of a Reiki circle that my friend Kathy is leading, and it's free and it's online, and I'm going to be sharing some practices as part of the Reiki circle tomorrow about even more specifically how to take care of our mental health and our mood with some of the aspects of yoga and meditation. So I'm going to be leading some of that tomorrow. I'm so honored. So feel free to reach out and I'll make sure that you can find those invites for tomorrow. And then starting the next weekend, I'm going to be doing a weekly online Zoom with you, a retreat series. It's just going to be an hour long, but it's going to be a chance for us to drop in each week to reconnect each week with each other, and also to focus on a certain aspect of the practices that I really feel you might want to remember right now as you especially look at next year, how you might want to refresh, redevelop, revisit what you're doing with your self-care and your spirituality. And that's just what I'm all about, those daily practices. And there's a reason, because it really, really, really helps me more than ever this year. And I've seen my most powerful way to help others is to help you find more ways to tune you. I like to say it like that because, we're tuning our minds, our bodies, our soul spirit connection, and it changes and shifts everything. Definitely changes and shifts our mental health. Really helps us ease and come out of and stay out of things like extreme anxiety and depression. Really helps us stay on top of the momentum of those aspects of ourselves. It's probably the part I'm most excited about recently. And I feel is the best reason for a lot of us to look at really building in some more things. And then what's cool about the way I like to share is, how can you do it in just minutes a day? If you only have like 20, 30 minutes a day to put into your self-care, what could you do that would take care of your mind, your body, and your spiritual connection? Super simple and easy, but powerful as heck when we build it in. So I really want to help you build it in more, help you remember what works for you, help you discover new things, and really remember how easy it can be, how simple it can be. But yeah, it needs to be you doing it. So I'm here to help you fill your toolbox with these retreats that I get to be a part of, the Circle with Kathy tomorrow, and then each Saturday until the end of the year, I'm going to be ready to meet with you on Zoom, have our own little private circle, and take you through some aspects of the practices that I really like. Yes, some of the gentle but super magical poses that I know and love to share that you probably don't know about and that only make us feel better. Definitely some of the amazing things we can do with breath, reminding you of some of the magic of the breath practices with this retreat series and what I'll be offering, getting you back in touch with your practices here at the end of the year. Also things like journaling. One of my biggest practices. I really want to share with you how I use it, how I see it works. So if you're interested in doing more journaling, there's going to be a week that's all about that. And also things like gratitude, how to get magical with gratitude, build that in. Also looking at things like mindset that include kindness and compassion with ourselves, how we really want to bring that into our practices. Looking at things like mudra, the hand poses, mantra, use of words and sound, and the power of that. And then really summing it all up. So you're welcome to come for all 6 weeks of my retreat series. And each week you'll get a new aspect of the practice to build into what you're doing at home. And then the final week, we're going to be just helping you focus on how to kind of put it into a daily morning routine even that's super simple and efficient for you so that you can go into the new year with like this refreshed approach with yourself and your practices. So I'm here to help. I'm super excited to connect with you guys and share more about the actual practices in addition to the perspectives and the psychology that are so important in the therapy of all this. But let's get to talking about and actually doing some practices together so that I can remind you of why that's so huge and helpful and changes everything and really is maybe our best way to help ourselves and help the world, especially as we look at this new year, right? So thanks for listening, guys. So glad to be here with you in this kind of magical filter, reminding us that that's where we can have our focus. So love you so much. Namaste.